Hello everyone. In today's video, we'll take a closer look at how the Invorium platform works and functions. You'll learn about the structure of the website, how its ecosystem is built, and the key principles behind the system. We'll explore the platform's architecture, break down how its components interact, and gain a better understanding of how Invorium brings everything together into one cohesive and efficient solution. Our speaker for this video is the CMO of Invorium, Marc Ferrer, who will share insights into the project structure and development. Enjoy watching.
Well, hello to everyone and thank you very much for taking the time to join us today. In this presentation, I will show you how our platform is structured from the inside, so that you can confidently navigate the processes in each section of the platform step by step. Let's begin. Before you is the dashboard. This is your primary workspace. We intentionally made it minimalist so that you can see only the key indicators. On the right side, you can see the subscription block. The cost of $49.99 per year is a basic contribution to maintaining the infrastructure. These funds ensure the security of your wallets, uninterrupted server operation, and access to the expert support. This is the foundation on which your comfortable CeFi experience is built. Here you can see we have the cash in button. After registration, you click the generate wallets and you will be given a personal wallet assigned to you in the Invorium ecosystem. You choose a convenient coin and network for you and top up your account. The main thing is that send those coins and the network that you selected. Otherwise, in the blockchain, everything sent incorrectly may be lost forever. We continue and we can encounter the cash out button. You make the profit withdrawals here. In Invorium, we pay attention to security. Therefore, every withdrawal passes through secure protocols. For withdrawal to your non-saved wallet, there will be an additional confirmation in the settings using a code sent to your email and your phone number. So the withdrawals of money is available every Monday, and the commission for withdrawal is 2.5%. The money will arrive in your wallet within 72 working hours, but in my experience and observation, it arrives within the day, sometimes faster or sometimes longer. Also, we have the transfer button. This is a useful feature for those who work actively. You can transfer the funds between your partners in the structure, and there are two types of transfer, both. For instant transfer, you have 1% fee, and for delayed transfer, you will have $1 fee, but the transfer will be arrived to your partner's balance except from the moment that the transfer was made to this partner. So, continuing, if you go lower, you can see here the CeFi deposit protocol scores. This is the most important block of the investor because these are your active contracts in real time. The cards of all protocols you have launched are displayed here. The system gives full detail on each of them. For example, you can see the opening date and exact closing date. This is when the deposit body returns to the balance. Also, you can see the current status of this deposit launched, so you can see that the protocol is active and working right now. And also the main thing is the accumulated profit, which is credited specifically for this particular deposit. This is the transparency that we are talking about in Invorium. You don't just see a total figure, so you control the profitability of each of your investment individually. On the bottom left, you can see your career monitor. This is a visualization of your growth in the partner network. For example, your current rank. It determines the level of your influence and the percent of your rewards. Also, you can see the progress scale. It clearly shows your team turnover and, what is most importantly, exactly how much effort is left to apply until the next status and receiving the next bonus. And also you can see your personal referral link. It is always at hand, so you can instantly share the opportunity and scale in your business. And here we have the personal profit. And this is the confirmation of your success. This graph displays the dynamics of your net profit for the selected period. Here you can select the last week, the last month, last year, however you prefer. So you can literally see the waves of your financial growth and analyze in which period income was maximum, so track the general trend of your capital development. This turns dry numbers into clear and encouraging pictures of your progress. Continue with the statistics sessions. This session is your personal bookkeeping. Here everything is like in the palm of your hand. History top-ups and withdrawals and the current state of the deposits. We have divided from deposits and partner accruals so that you can clearly analyze the effectiveness of your strategies. Our goal here is the full accountability of every cent that is in the system. Now, about how the money works. The deposits section. 5 protocols are presented, from the short-term nano to the long-term legacy with capitalization of interest. It is important to understand that Invorium doesn't engage in speculation. We act as a large lender for verified trading companies, providing them with liquidity under the collateral security. Traders use these funds in arbitrage strategies, and you and I receive a fixed share of the profit from their real market activity. So the trading and arbitrage companies often use their crypto asset, in the first place Bitcoin and Ethereum, as collateral to obtain liquidity. As a rule, we are talking about loans in stable coins such as USDT or USDC, which are then used in trading strategies. The main reason for such an approach is the necessity to maintain exposure to the base asset, while simultaneously obtaining working capital. The cryptocurrencies, specifically Bitcoin, differ by high volatility, and their direct sale for the sake of obtaining liquidity can be very disadvantageous. A company, for example, by selling an asset, fixes the price at a specific moment, which might turn out to be far from optimal from the market's point of view. Instead, a mechanism of collateral lending is used. The company blocks its assets, for example Bitcoin or Ethereum, and receives a loan in stable coins against them. These funds are directed to trading, arbitrage, or market making. Upon completion of the cycle, the company returns the loan and receives its original asset back. The key advantage here is that the company maintains a position in the asset, and the potential profit from its worth avoids the needful to sell it at an unfavorable moment, and they receive the flexibility in liquidity management without exiting the market. In the end, for professional market participants, this is often a more profitable model because they maintain a long-term bet on the crypto asset and receive liquidity for work and minimize the losses related to the forced sale of assets at the current and not always profitable rate. And of course, this allows 3 parties to earn: the clients on deposit protocols, the companies on credit protocols, and Invorium. And now let's look into the engine of your growth. the P2B partner network. In this section is not just a tab with the statistics. It is your full-fledged operational headquarters. Here, everything is set up so that you see the development of your business in real time, without extra tables and calculations. So here is how everything works. The main indicators of your effectiveness are gathered here. First, the P2B balance. What is this? This is your hot wallet, where all the partners, rewards and bonuses fly into. The button to transfer the main balance allows you to instantly manage these funds, so you can withdraw them or launch them into new protocols. Also, we have the referral profit and referral turnover. Here you see the general picture, how much profit the network has brought you and what volume of capital it has generated as a whole. These are those very figures that show the real scale of your work. If you go lower, you can see your referral link. This is you can copy it in only one click, and is your main tool for inviting new participants into the ecosystem. Also, in the right side, you can see the partners. This is an indicator of the activity of your team. It clearly shows the ratio of active partners to the total number of registration. It helps to understand how effectively your onboarding is working. Also, we have here in this section, learn about P2B partner network. If you need quickly refresh in your memory the mechanism of payouts, or you want to show a partner a table of rewards, this button is with a detailed guide and is always at hand here. You can see this is the full guide. So, continuing. Also, you can see here your current rank and status, your achievement scale. It shows your current status in real time and highlights the path to the next step, where the new opportunities and increased rewards await for you. Also, we can see on the right side the monthly rewards. This is your speedometer for the current month. The system shows what bonus percentage you are reaching right now and how much is lacking until receiving the next money bonus. This is an excellent tool for short-term planning of breakthroughs in businesses. If you go lower, you can see the registration statistic. It shows the dynamics of your network growth. You will immediately see in what periods the team was maximally active, and you will be able to analyze what exactly gave such a result. And also, we have a partner list, very detailed. This is your transparent wall, for say it. You see your entire structure up to the 5 level in depth, the name, country, registration date, and what is most important, the total investment. So, that is important to say that in Invorium, your access, your success is directly related to the success of your team. And this section gives you everything so that this success you can manage. Now, let's continue to the most powerful section of our platform, Insights. If the personal office is your steering wheel, then this section are the transparent hood, under which you see the work of the entire engine of the system in real time. Here we go beyond the boundaries of the private office and look at the scale of the entire Invorium ecosystem. You can see in this blog we broadcast the pulse of the company. So this is what gives confidence to any large partner. At first, deposit purchase. Here the structure of the demand of our products is visible. You can analyze which specific protocols, from Nano to Master or Legacy, the world community of investors is choosing right now. In the right side you see the subscription purchased, so this graphic clearly shows the growth rates of our user base. Constant growth in the number of paid subscriptions is the best indicator of trust in our infrastructure. Down we have the turnover and gross profit, two keys graph that shows the financial health of the system. The turnover demonstrates the volume of capital passing through the hub, and the profit graph confirms the sustainability of your business model. We don't hide this data because transparency is our main priority. Many ask, where does the profit come from? Well, in this section we show the answer. Here we have the trading history. Before you is the real market activity of our partners on the world's largest platforms, such as Bybit, Binance, or OX. Every operation is recorded here: trading pair, transaction volume, commission paid, and most importantly, the net financial result. This is living proof that the accruals in your offices are based in the real market profits. Also, we have the loans repayment ratio, perhaps the most important indicator of your security. This scale shows the percentage of return of capital issued to the trading companies. When you see that the overwhelming part of issued funds has already been successfully returned to the hub, along with profit, any questions about risk fall away by themselves. And at bottom right, we have the arbitrage history. Here we see the mechanism of arbitrage from the inside. This is the history of movement of assets between exchange and blockchain. You see the transaction hashes, actions, and the exact direction of the movement of funds. This is full traceability of every cent within the framework of strategies that generate income for the entire ecosystem. And what is the result? Well, the inside section is a level of transparency that is usually available only to the board of directors in other large companies. But in Invorium, we give this tool to each of you so that you understand that your capital is working in a high-tech, open, and maximally protected environment. Now go forward. The wallet section. Well, this is your gateway for the fastest possible receipt of profit. The essence is simple. You bind here your wallets once, and as soon as they receive the verified status, you withdraw money instantly. No longer need to wait for calls on email or SMS every time. The system trusts your verified addresses, so you here can set everything up by yourself. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tron, and networks like USDT and USDC in protocols of ERC20, TRC20, and BEP20. The main thing here is be attentive when entering the address on choosing the network, because mistakes in the blockchain cannot be fixed. Set it up once, and further of just a couple of clicks, you will have your withdrawals and profits. Continue with the transaction section. This is your personal financial chronicle, where every movement of funds inside the ecosystem is recorded. Here is what is worth paying attention to this in this section. The full transparency and detail, because every entry is not just a line, but a detailed report. You see exact time of the operation, the unique transaction ID, and its current status. This is your guarantee that not a single cent will be lost in the system. In the table, where the sources of your income are clearly divided, you can track both the profit on your personal deposits and the rewards from the work of your team. The system even indicates the specific sources, for example, the name of the deposit or the name of the partner from whom the accrual came. Also, if you have hundreds of transactions, you don't have to scroll through them manually. You can use the search transaction by ID or use the filters by type of operations and dates, so you can instantly find the needed event. Also, in a separate column here, the system highlights whether a specific operation affected to your main balance. This allows you to instantly understand which funds are already available for management and which of them are internal accruals. And for those who are used to keeping very deep analytics of personal bookkeeping, here we have a download CSV button, so you can export the entire history of your operations into a table and work with the data in the way that is more convenient for you. The transaction section turns the management of finance into a simple and clear process. This is your tool of absolute confidence in the fact that everything works correctly and income arrives according to the declared protocols. Now let's see the settings section. Here it is. This is like your digital business card and the center for identity confirmation inside our platform. Here is how everything works here. First, personal details. In this block, basic information about the account owner is displayed. So you can upload your avatar for personalization of the office and also see your account type and country registration. An important nuance. To change any personal data, it is necessary to contact the support service. This is done intentionally to exclude the risk of the data substitution by malicious actors. We have here in Profile Overview the verification status. What is this? Well, this is your indicator of legitimacy in the ecosystem. Here you see the confirmation of the fact that your profile, email, and the phone number have successfully passed the check. The green verified mark are your admission to all financial tools of the platform and the confirmation that the fact that the account is under reliable protection. In this same section, we have the unique referral ID. What is this? This is your main number in the partner network, which links you with your structure. Besides the profile settings, there is a separate tab here, security. It is for the passwords and additional levels of protection you can set up here so that your office remains your personal fortress. And let's look how the digital armor of your office is structured. First, documents verification. This is the first and the main barrier of protection. Here, you go through the KYC procedure, confirming your identity through a passport or ID, and also a selfie. When you see the status verified, it means that your account is fully legitimate and protected from the attempts at identity substitution. We have implemented the passkey. What is this? Well, this is the security of a new generation. We have implemented passkey technology so that you can enter to the office as quickly as possible and without passwords, using the biometrics of your device. This is significantly more reliable than the classic passwords, as such as key cannot be stolen or picked. Therefore, you can use all modern and technological methods of security, such as your Face ID or your Touch ID. Also, we have the password management. Here you can update your password for entry at any moment. But there is important to be clear. Then, to ensure the security, any change of password will require a mandatory confirmation by email and SMS. This excludes the possibility of unauthorized access, even if somebody finds your current password. And here you can see your active sessions. This is like your security radar. You see in real time all the devices from which the login into your account was performed, whether it's Windows, MacOS, or a mobile phone. The system shows the operating system, browser, and time of the last activity. If you see an unfamiliar device, you will be able to instantly take measures. And continue with support. Here it is. So that any of your requests is solved as quickly as possible, we have divided support into specialized channels. At first, general support for any questions of application work and the standard situation. In the verification and limit, this is for everything that concerns the KYC, documents, and your trading restrictions. Also, in the business partnerships, we have a separate channel for the B2B request and the question of the integration. And last, security and abuse. This is for operational solution of the questions related to the fraud or abuses. Well, and at the very end, we have the logout button. This is an option for the case if you suddenly decide that the figures of your balance are growing too fast and you urgently need to a detox from profit. But be careful, because this is the only way to temporarily stop the magic of accruals in your office. So better press it only in the most extreme case. Well, with this, you now have a complete overview of how the platform works internally. My goal was for you to clearly understand each section, each button, and each function. If you have any questions or would like us to go into more detail, I will be happy to help. So thank you so much for your time, and I see you in the next meeting. Thank you for all of you for your words, and I really appreciate that it will be useful for you. See you in the next meeting. Bye bye to everyone.
That brings us to the end of the video. Thank you for watching. If you found it helpful, don't forget to share it with your friends and leave your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your feedback. You'll find the link to the Invorium website in the description under this video. Wishing you a great mood and a productive day. You've been watching Block Pulse. See you in the next video.